Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another GTA 5 PC video. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you a quick run through of the brand new Rockstar editor. The reason I say this will just be a quick look is simply because, as you can no doubt imagine, an editor is going to be pretty in depth. So unless you want a very long video where I explain each and every detail, then I figured this would be a better way to show you some of the things it's capable of. So first up, there's really three main components to the editing package, and they all work hand in hand. You obviously have the editor. This is for editing all your clips into some sort of masterpiece. But on top of that, you have inbuilt recording or capture options that actually allow you to record the clips used to feed the editor. And lastly, in the event that you can't get exactly what you're after in general gameplay, then there's director mode, used for, well, directing, but in a more hands-on way. So, where do we begin? Well, let's start with recording your videos, because if you don't have any clips saved, you can't use the editor, which defeats the whole purpose. So, there are two ways to record your clips, manually or through action replay. When in game, if you hold down left alt, assuming you haven't remapped your keys, then you can see the recording options. Pressing F1 will begin manual recording. This would be for if you were about to act out something specific and therefore wanted to ensure that the camera was rolling to capture what you were about to do. Once you finish, you press F1 to stop and your clip is saved. Alternatively, you can press F2 to enable action replay mode. When this mode is enabled, if you press F1, it'll grab a clip of what's just happened. So for this, let's say you were biking it around the city on your BMX, performing some tricks, and suddenly you did something amazing, something so good you had to share it. Then you'd simply hit F1 and it'll grab the replay. Do bear in mind though, that in order for you to be able to do this, action replay mode has to be turned on. So if you're idle and just messing around, it's probably not a bad idea to leave it running. Now, these recording options are available in both single player and online, so you can record clips both solo or with your friends or crew. And now that you have some clips recorded, what next? Well, the logical step would be the editor, but before that, let me give you a quick run through of the director mode. Let's say you're trying to make a movie masterpiece, and you've got most of your clips, but there's one thing, the killer shot, that you just can't quite do in normal gameplay. You need that little something extra, and that is where director mode comes in. Director mode only works if you're offline in single player, but upon selecting it, you'll find yourself here, at the trailer. And it's here that you can tweak a whole load of options before heading back into the open world to film your required scene. Firstly, you pick an actor. This is basically a character model that will replace your single player self, i.e. Franklin, Trevor or Michael. There's a wide range of options to choose from, and you can even pick animals if you so wish. Then, once you've chosen your actor, take a look at these settings. You can tweak the time of day, the weather, how dense the traffic is. You can even adjust your wanted level if you want to load right into the middle of a police pursuit. But if you want to get a little bit more crazy, then you can turn on things like invincibility, flaming or explosive bullets, explosive melee, zero gravity, the list goes on. But for the purposes of this video, I've turned on all the crazy stuff. So once you've done that, select your actor and you can load back into the game world. Only now, your settings will be in effect. Notice how it's snowing? I can jump super high, or when I shoot and melee these police officers, well, it's pretty damn epic. And now that I'm in this virtual playground with all these crazy settings, I can record just like before, either manually or through action replay. And this is how you'll be getting all those crazy shots. Don't worry about the camera for now, that comes later, just focus on getting the scene right and capturing that moment you were after. Now there are a few other things in director mode as well, but as mentioned, I just want to give you a quick tour of the editor, just so you get an idea of its potential, and beyond that, just hop in yourself and mess around. So, once you have your clips, be that through single player, online or director, you're now ready to edit. Once you enter the editor, you've got some options to choose from. You can create a new project, load an existing one, browse your existing clips through clip management, or go to the video gallery and see your exported masterpieces, and even upload them to YouTube if you so wish. But, seeing as we don't have anything right now, I'm going to jump straight into creating a new project. Now again, there's a lot of stuff to go through here, but to start things off, you're going to need a clip to work with. So, under the Add Clip option, you'll find the videos you've been recording. Once you've selected one, you can add it to the timeline. And once it's there, if you click on it, you can open it up and begin editing it. And this is where the magic happens. In its most basic form, you can trim the clip and save it, then jump back out. But that is not why we're here. See, now you're editing the clip, you have complete control over the cameras, the visual effects, blending modes, etc. Right off the bat, the clip will assume the game cameras, But if you select the camera option, you can either select a free camera and then influence its point of origin and what it's looking at, or you can use some of the preset cameras to give you different angles. Then once you find a camera you like, simply replay the clip and you'll see it from a different angle. However, the sign of a good movie is cuts and angles. So that, my friends, is where markers come in. See, as you're playing through your video, you can press M to add a marker, and at this point you can once again tweak the various options. So, take this scene for example. At first, I begin by looking at the SWAT guy shooting side on. Then, when the timeline reaches the next marker, I switch the camera to focus on what he's shooting at. Admittedly, in this case I actually missed the best shot, but you can similarly drag the markers around to get that positioning correct. If you play it forward a bit more, you'll then see I've added another marker, this time with some dodgy handycam action with a bit too much shake. And lastly, I opted for a top-down camera shot to look like I'm being watched through some sort of surveillance drone. Now yes, I'll admit my masterpiece is a bit rubbish, but you get the idea. Once you've recorded your clip from single player, you can get inside that video and get those all-important angles. So imagine this was a car chase, you can now make sure that at all the key moments, you're looking in the right directions, at the right angles, as opposed to relying on GTA's game cameras or the occasional cinematic angles. And, as mentioned, there are various filters you can apply as well, and different degrees of blur. All of these options are available to you to help you tweak the original clip. And on top of all of that, you can overlay text, music, scores, etc. But for the purpose of this video, that is enough to show you just what the Rockstar editor is capable of. And obviously once you have finished your masterpiece, you save it, export it, and then you can watch it back. And if you really do like it, then you can upload it direct to YouTube. And with that, my work here is done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, hopefully you found it helpful, and as always if you did, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like and hit that thumbs up button, and if you're not already subscribed and you're not already part of the Arekkz Gaming Nation, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.